This man was driving his 350Z when he realized it's been 3,000 miles since his last oil change. In panic, this man decided to spin his steering wheel on his head. Then he ordered food at a McDonald's drive-thru, learning that 2 for $3.99 does not exist anymore and McValue is a scam. He ordered 10-piece chicken nuggets with mobile order deal for half off. This man then proceeded to park and called Nissan dealership for a quote.
Calling Mossy Nissan Area. If you know your party's extension, you can dial.
Mossy Service, I'm Tony speaking. I can help you.
Hello, I would like to inquire price for some maintenance service.
Okay, my pleasure. I'll be happy to assist you with that. Have we ever serviced your vehicle here before?
Yeah.
Okay, and what type of service do you require?
I would like engine oil change, transmission oil change, and differential oil change.
The Nuggies are straight bus in today.
Okay, and what year and what model is this?
It's a 2003 350Z.
Okay, so the oil change on this vehicle is...
Full synthetic.
Full synthetic is 99 plus tax. That would be the oil change. The transmission oil is 250, and the differential oil is also 250.
Okay, and that includes service and everything else, or is there like labor charge on top?
That would be for everything, the complete service.
Okay, so I'm looking at 600 for everything.
Plus tax, yes.
Okay, gotcha. So
Fine. I'll do it myself.
The next day.
Alright, it's time for one of the most satisfying jobs for your car, doing your maintenance. Today we're changing 3 things: engine oil, differential oil, and transmission oil. It's like a spa day for your car, but instead of cucumber, you do get oil. And a lot of oil. It's gonna get very messy. Alright, so here's everything you would need to do this process. It might look like a lot, but you're actually saving a crap ton of money. I'm using all Vevoline product not because I'm sponsored by them, I get no sponsorship. I know a lot of 350Z owners like to use brands like Motul or Redline. So personally, I don't care about what name brand you use as long as their quality is good enough. Personally, I don't just put this car on a track day, so I don't need like the most heat resistance oil or any drifting purpose. I might slide here and there, but that's about it. I'm not sponsored by them, but if they want to sponsor me, that would be great. But I got engine oil, differential oil, and transmission oil. I do find it quite annoying that when you look up online, there's crap ton of answer what brand or what level to use. So I'm gonna give you a quick guide on what I use for like a weekend daily driving purpose. No track day, no high temperature situation like a track day or drift event. First up, for engine oil, I'm gonna go with 5-30 for my California climate. There's no freezing here and I don't need a 40 viscosity. This one is Restore and Protect. It runs about 30 bucks. I mean, does it really restore and protect? It's too early for this product to be legit for that, but I think for myself, a car that old, might as well spend 10 more bucks just to be safe. And then we got an engine oil filter. I'm using this Mobile One M1 110A. 110 is bigger than its recommendation, but then you get more filter space. For drain plug, I'm using this Z1 magnetic one. It already comes with the crush washer. Next up, for differential, I'm using a 75W140. It needs less than 2 quarts, so this is good enough. For transmission, I'm using a 75W90 fully synthetic as well, offered by Vevoline. I'm using this version because you can literally squeeze in using a pack instead of using a pump. I believe you only need a little bit more than 2, so you don't need all 4. Then I got new washers for the trans and diff nuts. Here's the part number. You do need a 10mm Allen head socket for the transmission and differential plug. Then you need a ratchet. I just got this replaced at Harbor Freight because my old one broke. Lifetime warranty is real. Also got a torque wrench. At the end, you have to torque them all to the same spec. And then I got an engine oil filter wrench in case it's too stubborn to come out. Yeah, obviously I'm not telling you you have to use this level of product like a 75W 140 or 5W30. Like, get the product for your own personal use. Like I said, I'm just using it for daily, weekly driving. It's not like a crazy track day car. So this is good enough and it's the easiest for me. But again, I'm not sponsored by Valvoline, but if they want to, I'm down, baby. All right, first of all, I'm gonna do the front first. So engine oil first, and I'll go to the back from transmission to differential. This shouldn't really take too long, but I actually don't want to jinx it. So first thing, let's do the engine oil first. Take off the drain plug. Hide it somewhere safe. Alright, first thing first, we're gonna get this engine oil out. And no, I don't mean get it out like you do when you're dealing with your bad decisions at 2 AM. I mean we need to drain it properly. So let's go ahead and unscrew this drain plug.
Money!
Jesus Christ, whoever installed the oil filter before is tighter than my pussy. I had to use the oil filter wrench, but after letting it drain, I unscrewed and took it out.
Money!
Here's the new filter. What we have to do is use some old oil to lubricate the middle and the sealing gasket. Don't forget, oil change intervals are like relationships. You don't want to leave them way too long or things get, you know, messy. Trust me, this is way cheaper than counseling. Now I just put back the new oil filter and tighten it to hand tight on the gear wrench. The advantage of switching over to a magnetic drain plug is that it will able to suck in all the metal scraps instead of stay in the bottom part of the oil pan. I just tighten it to 25 foot-pound according to the user manual, but you can just tighten it to hand tight as long as no oil is leaking out. Next up, we jack up the rear of the car to do transmission and diff oil change. As long as you jack behind the diff cover, you're good to go. Now we're gonna tackle the transmission oil. This is like the middle child of car fluids. Nobody talks about it until something goes really wrong. But trust me, when this stuff goes bad, you know. So approach from the passenger side, and on top you get the refill plug out with a 10mm socket, and at the bottom you have the drain plug. Let it drain out all the liquid. It's not a lot of volume, so it doesn't take that much time. After a while, when all the liquid came out, just put the bottom one back in and torque it back to 25 foot-pound to lock it tight and refill from the top. Now I'm gonna put in the transmission fluid. This is the 75W90. All you had to do is just fill it back up from the top hole. Just like how you fill up my ass tonight, baby. The main reason I went with Valvoline is because it's one of the few companies that uses this bag design right here. It's so easy to fill up in a tight space. I definitely recommend it. I use around 3 packs and a little bit more. Once I begin to fill in my 4th pack, it starts dribbling. And that actually means that it's completely filled up. Now with all those fluid dribbling out, you can put back the screw nut and torque it back to 25 foot-pound just like the other nut. Switching gears to the diff, you got the fuel plug on top and drain plug at the bottom. Also 10mm socket, exactly like the transmission. So let all the fluids drain out. Here's my drain plug. It does look a little bit nasty right here, but I'm just gonna act like nothing happened. I mean, it's just gear hitting each other in the diff. There's gonna be metal shards over time in a 20-year-old diff. Alright, same thing as transmission. Just put in the bottom plug once it's drained out, torque it to 25 foot-pound. And for the differential fluid, I'm using a 75W140. Just pump it back in, fill up the first whole bag, and around the start of the second pack, you should see some apple juicing like before. Now just like before, you can put in the refill plug and then torque it to 25 foot-pound again. And congrats! Now you can abuse your car again! Alright, time to fill out our final liquid, the engine oil. I dropped the car back to ground level, so when you measure this, it'll be the right level. The VQ35DE requires around 3.8 quart. With a larger filter, I would say 4. So let's pour it onto the one line.
Do you think about the days when we sat down smoking wine and drinking haze? Oh, is it the other way? Is it the other way?
Nice, that's smooth. Okay. Dude, definitely way smoother than before. I
would say like maybe like 30 to 40% way more smooth. I mean, I don't know why, maybe it got like very old differential or transmission fluid before, but other than that, I think shifting and like how you feel about the gear going to a higher level is so much different. It's so much smoother. Dude, it's definitely nice. And just like that, we're done. My 350Z is now happier, smoother, and ready for more questionable life choices on the road. If this video helped you, hit that like button. If you learned absolutely nothing today but a good time, also hit that like button. And if you don't, I might cry.